Hello, everybody. I'm back. Waiting for our co-host. Hope everybody's doing well out there. You see my little Mister right back there, Sam. Mister, what you doing? Anybody's welcome to be here if they want. I can't really predict how long we're going to stay on, but it all depends on how well it goes and who wants to visit. Some of our foreigners are probably sleeping or just can't be here or don't care to be here. But whatever happens. Hey, Bruce. Waiting for you, sir. Sounds good.
Yes, sure did. See, yeah, we sure do. And my diabetes is doing good. Yeah, it's doing good. So everything's up to check. Okay.
There you are. Sorry.
I love you too.
That's all right.
Okay, yeah,
That's
you
okay.
sure did.
That's all right. Hold on a minute. I got to.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, some people are going to be at work. Some people are going to be sleeping. Some people are going to be, uh, you know, just doing their thing. I don't worry about it. I've had streams where I didn't have no more than maybe one or two people out there at a time. Then I've had them where there'd be a lot of people, and I'd say it probably, you know, I guess if I could average it, probably about 8 or 9, probably about average. You know,
Mm.
I rarely have gotten 20 people in the chat at one time. I have managed to do it, but it's rare. You know, and like You have to look at, there's things you got to look at, like, uh, well, who all's streaming, what time of day it is, or night, and then maybe like, you know, depending on where your subs, might live, you know, uh,
You're on there.
if they're in the same time zone, if they're,
Mhm.
an hour ahead of you, an hour behind you, 2 hours behind you, just, in the case of, anybody that's connected with people in the Philippines, uh, from my time zone during daylight savings time, it's about a 13-hour difference. They're 13 hours ahead of us. That will change. I think it's sometime during the middle of October. Wait, no.
Usually the
Yeah,
first weekend of
yeah,
November.
yeah, that's right. It'll be, yeah, that's right. It is November. I'm getting,
Getting up there.
I'm getting forgetful.
Getting up there.
Nah, look, I stopped having birthdays when I turned 29. So,
Hmm. Well, there's my precious. Here we are.
Hey, Bruce.
hey, Marion, how you doing? Good to see you.
You said good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Anyway,
Not a sponsor.
I've been accepted in my program.
Not a sponsor.
no. Coca-Cola's going to copyright you for that. I'm sorry, Marion. I'm picking on Josh over here. Yeah. What you were accepted in what?
My program.
Oh, okay. That's good. That's good. That's
It's a
good.
process, but yeah, we're
Yeah.
getting closer and closer.
And here's the early bird. And hey, Halfwit, how you doing?
You know,
Good to
he
see
did
you,
a
Harvey.
video. He did a video once. He told everybody, and it got over 1 million views. I don't know
Yeah, I
what
don't doubt it.
happened, but he should have been really paid for that.
Well,
I mean, I'm just saying. I don't know what 1 million
yeah,
views
you would
gets you,
think, but YouTube's got their rules, and if you're not monetized, you just don't get paid. Now there are ways of paying him or sending him money. If he's got PayPal or some other form of being able to send money overseas, Western Union.
yeah.
Some people use something like World Remit or something like that. Although with World Remit, you got to have, not just your bank account information, but you got to have the other person's bank account information because they take that money that you send them and they put it straight on into that person's bank account. So they actually make the deposit into the bank. He doesn't need money. A 26-hour day would be nice, though. Yeah, you could use a few more hours each day to get done what all you got to get done, I'm sure. Because he's a busy, Halfwit's a busy guy. I've seen some of the things that he does over there, and he stays busy. And I'm
I
getting
just hate
this.
for what happened. I just
Hang
hate
on.
for what happened to his family, like how they lost the grocery store.
Oh yeah, I know.
He said he was robbed or something one time.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that. Yeah, and it's winter time down there where he is too right now.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, because he's way down under. He's even further down under, I think, than anybody in Australia. You know. Yeah.
I think New Zealand is where he's at. He's bordering,
Yeah,
or
he's
not
in New
bordering, but
Zealand.
yeah. But he's a great guy.
Oh yeah.
The man won't have a drink with his food, but I'm kind of against that. But one time he made a sandwich at his grocery store and a burger, and I was like, just make a burger. He was on here, and he made one. He stacked it up. Everything was good. I was like, where's your drink? Don't need one. I was like, wait a minute. We need to wash it down. I don't know what he did, but it kind of concerned me. I was like, you got a big mouth for that, Sammy, and no drink.
Oh wow. He says only 2 months ago, 3 of our 4 local grocery stores got RAM rated. Wow. Really?
Hmm.
I knew that there had been some trouble down there. I guess this is maybe just one of the things that happened because I know there was seems like there was something else that he had told everybody about.
Well, he
I can't,
barely got any business where he was located at one of them. Like
yeah.
hardly anybody ever came over. But he sold sweets and sandwiches and drinks and stuff.
Oh, yeah. I remember seeing him cooking them hamburgers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Teasing everybody.
Well,
They
and
just, it wasn't just
what
Adrian. It was all
yeah.
everybody.
His when he owned that store, whatever, he lived at it. His house was attached to it.
Yeah.
And you know,
Hmm.
his wife
Yeah.
co-owned it with him and stuff. His kids were with him.
Yeah, that was cool. He knows what I'm talking about too. Man, you made those hamburgers look good.
Who was this?
Still live here. It's central to our needs. Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
So Bruce, I'm gonna put it on mute for just a minute, but I could still hear you.
Okay, that's fine.
I just missed a
Oh,
call and I don't know where it's from.
go ahead. Okay. Uh, still live here. It's central to our needs. That's good. I'm glad to hear that because I really had. I've seen some times when you've gone live, but it seems like by the time I see it, you've already ended the stream. Mm. Anyway, you're having frost and we're having heat advisories. Yeah, it is very, very hot here. It's the month of August, though. It's doing exactly. Ooh, it's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. So anyway, mm, well, anyway. Oh boy. So how's everything going down there, Harvey? Oh. Hmm. We have some Antarctica polar vortex happening. Told to prepare for extreme cold possible until October. Wow, that's not good. Sorry to hear that. Hopefully they are wrong. But I know how that can be. We had the same thing. We had something very similar happen here before. Uh and it was it just got extremely cold. Ooh, man. Anyway, gosh, that means you got literally at least 2 months of that. That's pretty much going to take up the rest of y'all's winter time. Hopefully that will end before they say it does. I've been getting lots of repairs on farm done. Daughter halfway through second year cooking course. Okay, that's good. Wife's in hospital. Blisters on feet, got admitted last night as infected. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Harvey. Well, hopefully, I hope and pray she has a speedy recovery from that. I know that can be painful. Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm back.
Oh, that's all right.
We done
Anyway,
heard it. What's
Harvey
going on?
says he's been getting a lot of repairs done on the farm, and daughter's halfway through second year of cooking course, but his wife's in the hospital. Yeah, she's got infected blisters on her feet.
Hmm.
So
Sorry to hear about that.
yeah, hopefully she's going to be okay soon.
I mean, I know what blisters are, but they could be huge, and she can't walk.
Well, that's what it sounds like to me if she ended up at the hospital.
Hmm.
And that can easily happen. I've seen some shoes that were just, bad about doing that.
Well, Bruce, I'm glad you got clothes on. That's good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
When do you well, you could tell me later, but what you told me about doing things later in the year. We thought about going down to Pensacola when we can, and then heading where we went before, where we
Oh,
met.
okay.
Eventually, I don't know when, but then
I'm not going to try to do anything, like here in the U.S. until after I take this initial trip. And I've
Mhm.
just got a lot that I need to be doing to prepare for this trip.
If we do the driving, we thought about coming up to see you since you did it for us.
Yeah.
We could actually drive to you
Oh, okay.
and make it
Well,
simple and just eat somewhere.
yeah. I just, ugh, I'm probably going to be looking at, uh, I'm probably going to have to buy me a car sometime because I just can't see sinking a lot of money into a car as old as mine is.
And what
Uh,
kind is it?
it's a 2011 Chevy Cruze.
Okay. Because you rented a car when you saw us, so I didn't know what kind you had.
Right. Well, the car I came down there to see y'all in was one that I had rented.
Mm-hmm.
That's, you know,
That was a
that,
nice
that
car.
run. It was a nice car, yeah, but that runs into quite a bit of money too. Let's see. Had to do IV antibiotics. She got compression socks from Temu and thinks one sock did it. Hope it's not diabetes thing. Yeah, I hear you.
You know what Timu is, right?
Yeah, yeah. Uh
Very cheap stuff.
this sound card I got came from there, and yeah, it's kind of cheap, but I mean, this thing at least it works. Oh, but yeah, I'm just
Is there a lot of buffets near you? Hmm.
uh yeah, there's buffets.
Okay.
Uh, I mean, the best buffet in this area is going to be at Golden Corral,
Oh,
and it's up at Flowwood.
oh God! You just said my favorite place.
Yeah, sell it, Bruce, and Cruz become money. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. Halfwit, and this one's it's nearly 14 years old, and it's got over 150,000 miles on it, and so
Hold on a second.
and it needs the compressor needs to be replaced. So I'm sitting here thinking, that would be kind of probably a bad investment to repair the air conditioning because there's a good chance that something else will go wrong with it too. So I'm gonna probably try to get rid of it, and I'll get me a different vehicle. Might ought to get one of them hybrid cars, huh? Yeah, hybrid Toyota. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Bruce,
That would
when you said Golden Corral,
Oh yeah. That's my favorite place.
hold on a second. Bear with me. I think somebody pulled up.
Okay. I mean, where else can you go for $20 and get all you can eat?
Okay, I thought it was one of my-
And a lot of times people that go there actually overeat. But,
I know they say all you can eat, but then I've seen people that I've taken there. It's like, you can get an extra plate, right? You don't have to pile everything on the first plate. And they're really small plates too, like, and
I always grab 2 plates and I put vegetables on one of them. And then the other one I'll put like meat and potatoes,
yeah.
whatever the meat is. Oh,
Can you believe it's $40 for us to eat at ours if you go on a Sunday?
yeah. Yeah, I believe it. That's about what the going rate is here too.
And we didn't know that the prices change on weekends until we went there. And I was like, wait a minute. Usually it's like $21 out the door for 2. And we went on a weekend. So we didn't know.
Right.
Wasn't really pleased about it, but whatever. We only go probably. Buns, how many times?
I don't go very often. I used to go more than I do now.
We
Back
go
when I was working.
3 or 4 times a year.
But now I can cook stuff here at home. I've got more time on my hands, so I just buy stuff at the grocery store that I can bring home and cook. A lot of times, but anyway. But yeah, and see, Golden Corral from my house, it's probably a good 30 miles, but that's okay. I've made that drive out there before simply because I had a craving for it. And it didn't really bother me to drive that far just to go get a good meal that I didn't have to cook. But yeah, I used to do it a lot more than I do now. Let's see. Next will be the coil pack or the PVC valve, and another 700 spent. Sell it before the engine or wiring from poor earth connections cause faults. Yeah, I agree, Halfwit. I think that's what I've decided to do. Is just I'm going to get rid of that car. Or if I did keep it, I could keep it as just a backup vehicle and just don't drive it much,
Yeah, we got a 2016 Toyota Corolla. It's been pretty reliable. Marion did have a Camry, 2008 Camry, but it was fully paid off, and our car is fully paid off too, but we shouldn't have got rid of her Camry.
Yeah. Let's see. Halfwit says we were going to give our daughter our Cruise, but decided to buy her a Toyota. They're so reliable. You know what? I tell you, Harvey, one of the best cars I ever owned was a Toyota. I love that little car. It was a Toyota Corolla. It was a used Toyota Corolla at that. I bought it back in the, I think it was in the 80s. Yeah, it was in the 80s. And anyway, I drove it until one day it started having problems. And anyway, next thing I knew, I found myself just, not replacing it or anything right away. I was actually planning to just keep it. Uh, but anyway, it got stolen, and when the police ended up finding it, it was abandoned, and they had wrecked that car bad, and so that was the end of that. But it was a really, really good car, and so anyway, hopefully something like that don't happen again.
Hmm. Yeah.
I really hated that too because that was such a good little car. I had very little trouble with it. Uh, and it was a 4-speed a manual transmission instead of a automatic. Uh, I really liked driving that thing. It was a fun car to drive. My wife at the time, she didn't care for it because it was, I mean, of course, she didn't drive much, but she couldn't drive a standard. And so, anyway,
Bruce, this new security job that I got, this company I'm working for, I'm kind of leery about how they don't stay in contact. Like, hey, Josh, here's your schedule. Like, here's what we confirmed with you and everything. And I was like, okay, so they don't call, they don't stay in touch. It's either I make the phone call or I send the email. Well, they don't stay in touch. I asked them 3 or 4 times, why is it I chose 6 different spread out schedules in August, looking forward to working. And come to find out there's only one confirmed for the month of August. I'm not going to just work one time a month. I put my heart and soul into this job. I pushed, I shoved, we got it. We passed everything, obviously. But these people don't stay in touch worth anything. And it really concerns me. I told my mother, I said, I don't know if I'm going to go through with this. Because, in case of emergency, I know it's 911. But, like, how do you let them know what's going on? Like, I don't want to keep bothering them and say, you know what, I wasted your all's time. Count me out. I don't know what to say or do. And with Marion's stuff going on and what we're trying to process, I'm not going to sit on my ass and do nothing. And she has to go with me anyway. But my concerns is them not staying in touch. And I don't like companies that don't do that because it tells me it's like, and I found them on Indeed, mind you.
yeah. Well,
You know,
uh,
I'm getting nowhere.
a lot of times, I mean, chances are they've had a lot of different people applying for that position that you were, you know, that you were thinking about, uh, going through them first. And I tell you, there's nothing wrong with that.
Thing is, it's underneath my name, and I just select if it says availability, available, and it says all shifts or non-event, something like that. And
Right.
I've picked all shifts, just one day, 8 hours, whatever. noon to 8. And it's at a pool, one of our local pools in a different city. And it pays 14 an hour compared to what I was offered for the local stuff here. So like I said, the pool is in a different city and it's about 40 minutes away. But the manager told me, how about if you work with us over at the pool? I said, does it pay better? It's $3 more. I was like, how do I do this? Like, tell me where to go, all this stuff. And I picked my stuff, all the shifts I wanted, because they only have a small contract with the pool. Obviously, it's going to be fall. So it goes like July was already full. August was so empty. So I picked them. And they're not, I don't know how to confirm it, or if I already did, they're not responding to the confirmations. And they're supposed to give me a shirt. I have a pair of pants that I bought. They said it has to be black, can't be jeans. It's unarmed security, so you don't see Mr. Fatness here running after somebody. But they're saying the pool job is just next to nothing, do nothing, just make sure families are with each other. And if there's any problems, you call 911. You know, I don't do any reporting or anything. It's not, it's like a hole in the wall, not like that, but like you don't do much at these locations, you know. And
Right.
I'm kind of confused on why they don't stay in contact, and should I even go any further with this, because that concerns me on top of everything else that I've got going on. Haven't slept well again. I've been having a little bit of chest pains here and there, not like that, but just a lot going on. And I don't want to be confused with them on the side of dealing with Marion stuff.
Yeah,
My
you're
plate's
gonna have
full.
to. Yeah, you need to think that through carefully. I would think. Just, I mean, it's not gonna hurt for you to call them. A lot of times, a company like that. I mean, uh, let's just say they had 300 people apply for the same position. Okay, but they only need one person.
Mhm.
And anyway, uh, just I would think that through carefully. It's not going to hurt for you to call them. A lot of times that's the best way to let them know that you're interested in working for them.
But if too much contacting them and no response, that's bothering them to the point of, we really don't need you anymore. Just stop. We're going to let you go. I haven't even started yet. It's just,
Yeah,
my mother was like, at first, I don't really want you doing security because you got to go places and stuff. And I thought it was right here in town. A lot of it is. But then a lot of it pays better if you go elsewhere. Even free trips on a bus with the company to go do like somewhere in Virginia, some of the football games and stuff. They'll transport you up there like 1 a.m. to get there if, you know, by the time game starts or something. And it's free round trip, whatever, on them. But they want people up there. They want people locally here, other colleges, you know, and other stuff. And I just really want to just stay here. I don't mind going to other cities, but it's just very confusing. I've never been a security guard for real this time. And, you know, it's different. I'm still learning. I mean, there's not much to do when you're unarmed. There is a class you can take, and it pays like a $1 more on your paycheck. I'm not worried about it. It's not required. It's like $80 for the course. No thanks. So I just want to get paid and work.
oh yeah.
Just trying to do something on the side until all that other stuff over here with her gets processed and done. And I'll be notified when, hey, guess what? Your first check's coming, whatever. So, and it's like I said, it's over $20 an hour. Can't wait. I'm not picky, but I was going to use the security job as a backup plan for now until that came through, and then I was going to let them go. Or if they have a hard time staying in touch like they have, I've called 4 days in a row. They will not respond. And I'm still trying to learn my schedule if I have one at all. So far, out of the 7 days that I scheduled myself, only one was confirmed for the month of August. And it was available. You know, I don't know. I don't need to work, but I would like to.
Yeah,
But nobody can live off 300 a month, so I need to be doing something.
yeah, you need to find something to do.
Unless I borrow it from Bruce. But you know,
Ah,
no, I'm kidding.
funny.
But
Oh,
you know,
Lord.
it's just they're just not a good, like, communication is the key. You know, they're not staying in touch. I have a problem with that. I won't yell and say things to them, but I was just like, can you help me with this scheduling thing? Or else I wasted my time.
Mhm.
And I told him, I says, in the voicemail, I slightly said, you know, you guys don't stay in touch with me. I'm just trying to figure out something. You guys talk too fast anyway when we used to talk. Now they've been quiet all week. And all I want to know is, am I confirmed on these dates? And I kept emailing the manager, here's this date, this date, this date, you know, so on. Just check and let me know if they're confirmed on your end. She's like, we don't see that, but you should get an email or something confirming that you are scheduled for that day. I'm not waiting for an email. You guys aren't really I didn't say this, but in my head, I wanted to say, you guys don't really properly manage this company very well. In the nicest of way. I'm not being rude, but they're not responding. So I have a problem. Am I saying it right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know.
Well, you know, with Marion having the issues that she's having right now, I would say you probably need to do whatever you need to do so that you can uh, make it possible to. Oh, oh man, my head is not doing right today. Uh, yeah, I would just, your number one priority is going to be her, and that's kind of a given, really, uh, because you know the situation,
Mm-hmm.
know it better than anybody else. Yeah, I hope you can find a decent income. I agree with Harvey, but it's not going to hurt to call them back again and be the squeaky wheel that needs the oil. And you know, I would say that they will probably greet you out in the parking lot. Anyway,
Yeah, they'll probably come up to me and say, what the problem is now? Oh, no problem. Just tell me what days I'm working. I always see, I'm not Rain Man by far. I have Rain Man tendencies, but I live by a schedule. If somebody tells me where to be at a certain time, I'm there, even 20 minutes early. So I'm always on time. I just rely on a schedule.
right.
Now, with us being our own bosses in this company, working your own schedule like Uber, you work your own hours. I was able to pick what days, but they're not letting me know if they're confirmed or not. And they were still available when I checked it. Yeah. It says all shifts, which is what I selected, but I don't think any of it's been confirmed. I don't want to go out somewhere and find out, we don't know who you are. Oh, I work for this company out in Winston. whatever. And I just don't want to be somewhere that it could be in a bad part of town or something, and I don't know. They
Yeah.
wouldn't they wouldn't do that to me, but my mother doesn't want me to be a security person. She's like, you don't fight, you don't use guns, you don't run. I says, no,
Yeah.
I don't. I do not. But she's like, so what happens if something went down at a pool? I don't bother anything. I just call 911. They'll handle it. And
Oh,
tell them what company I'm from.
yeah.
Because this is like a not a hospital security company, but like a random. It's called Rhino Security.
Okay.
So, yeah. And I don't know what their reputation is, or there's Google reviews or nothing, but some people have worked for them and came back and re-signed up. That's how much they love it. And plus, they just wanted a part-time job. And that's what I'm doing. I am hired. But do I have to wait the 18th to work the first job? And that's all for
Yeah.
August? Or do I have others?
Yeah.
Because I'm looking forward to the higher pay. That's, I've already given them all my information when I got hired. So I am hired. I just have to wait.
I like what Halfwit's saying here. Ring them, ask about the position, then send thugs send some thugs around to act up so they realize how quickly they need you. Yeah.
What we call thugs, we call them shit pants up here.
Oh,
Because they wear their shorts half underneath their cheeks.
well.
I use
Oh.
better terms.
Yeah, they're. Yeah, the gang people, they walk around with their pants
Underneath their ass cheeks.
yeah.
Then they hold them in the front because they don't have a belt on.
That was one of the things I liked about retiring, because I used to see that crap up in Walmart.
Yeah.
These guys would come in there and they'd have those pants down below their butt, and they don't even. I don't even think they know where that actually came from. It came from
Prison.
inside prisons. Yeah. And
it's called Take Me Now.
mm-hmm.
I'm ready for it. That's what it means.
Yeah, I think half of them know where that stuff came from. Yeah. Them gang kids think they builders showing their cracks. Yeah. You're right.
There was a video on YouTube that a cop pulled over a black guy, just random. I guess something or someone said something about him. The cop pulls him over, searches him outdoors, and he gets to the front of him. The cop says, "This isn't a joke. You can look it up, actually." He says, "Sir, what's that?" "That's my penis, sir." He thought it was a weapon. He was searching him and checking him, and he grabbed his his man meat, and he thought it was a weapon. And the guy said, "That's my penis, sir."
Oh boy.
He's like, "Oh, well, sorry about that. Didn't mean to squeeze on it." And I think he called him a fag afterwards. I don't know, but but anyway, it's online. You can find it. I thought it was funny. It was like one of those prank joke videos, something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it was staged, actually, because they don't really start to grab you there and everything. They know where that part is. But
Yeah,
I think it was actually made up.
yeah, yeah. It probably was, probably staged. You
But
know.
it was outdoors. I don't know where, but like the cop had a uniform on and everything, maybe, and you can find it. I don't know what it's titled. Cop grabs black guy's dong. I don't know, but yeah. But so I have a
It's,
joke for you. I told you the joke, right? But I don't think Halfwit's heard it. I
oh,
just
okay.
yeah. Halfwit, I got a joke for you. So Border Patrol seized $400,000 worth of meth, right? They were stuffed in pumpkins. They didn't know. They figured it out though that it was in the pumpkins because the pumpkins only had 2 teeth left on them. Anyway,
Wow, 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 wow.
dry humor. I know it needs work. It sounds like the Peanuts gang teacher.
I
Oh
agree.
yeah.
Yeah. He liked it. See, he laughed. He says, I'm making a burger. That made me laugh. So, half of what time is it there? 3 in the morning. What? They're already a day ahead of us anyway. Like,
Yeah, it's yeah, they're way ahead of us.
a
I
whole
mean,
nother
like,
day.
let's see. I can tell you. Uh, hold on.
Oh, 8 a.m. Saturday.
Oh, it's 8 a.m. over there. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's 2:53, so it must be 7:53 over there.
Yeah.
It's 3:53 where you live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might have to end this right now because, I mean, not right now, but like in a minute because we're about to get a storm.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, that's
But
fine.
anyway, yeah. So everything's going well here, and I appreciate you calling and being on here with me. And
Oh, yeah. Well,
I'm glad you had clothes on.
I needed to get dressed anyway. I'm going to have to probably get out in a little bit and uh, probably drive to town and go pick up a few things at the store and that kind of stuff. So uh, so anyway, yeah, I needed to get up and do something like that. Yeah, get dressed and otherwise I was just kind of sitting around here. I was actually kind of thinking about taking a nap earlier, and I may still do that. I may still take me a little nap. You know, I've I've done that some here lately.
Because you
But
can.
uh
Because you can.
yeah, yeah, I got time to now. When I was working, I didn't never have time to do that. And boy, I tell you, I was so glad when I was able to retire. But yeah, if you can send some of that rain this way, please do so because we could use a good cooling off. But it
Yeah,
looks
we're
like,
getting ready to get some rain now.
mm-hmm,
Yeah,
yeah,
here we
that's
go. I don't know if you could see, but
well, it looks like it's yeah. I thought it was looking like it was getting kind of dark. Yeah, you got a cloudy sky out there. I can see looks like the wind's blowing.
Yeah.
It's ice where halfwit is. Well, it's nothing but extreme heat here. Like right now, okay, it's 35 degrees Celsius, but there's a heat index of it probably feels like 40 degrees Celsius out there right now. And let's see, let me translate that to Fahrenheit. Okay, it's 94 degrees Fahrenheit, feels like 106. So they say it's supposed to get up to 96 here today.
Yeah, but we're about to get slammed right now, so I gotta go.
Okay. All right. Well, y'all take care. Enjoyed
All
it.
right. Okay.
Yeah. And we will
Good to
see
see you.
Yeah, good to see you too.
Okay.
And we will see y'all later.
All right.
All right. All right.
Bye.
Yeah, almost 40 degrees Celsius. That's right. Uh-huh.
Okay.
All right. See you later.
All right, bye. All right. Halfway, I'll see you. I don't know when I'll do another one, but take care.